Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has reached a level of control over the game that feels almost mythical. Every time he steps on the court, it's as if gravity bends around him. The game tilts, the pace changes, and the opposing defense grows noticeably tense because they know what's coming. What makes it even more surreal is how casually he does it. 3 quarters are enough for him to put up numbers players dream of getting with 48 minutes. Oklahoma City has surrounded him with so much structure, so much versatility, and so much confidence that his scoring bursts feel inevitable, almost scripted. He turns 7-point runs into routine sequences and shifts momentum with the ease of someone flipping a light switch. Ask the Lakers, who watched a few possessions turn the entire night against them. This is the kind of dominance only a handful of superstars in history have consistently demonstrated. The game bends to his rhythm, and right now, no one is bending it more forcefully or more beautifully than he is. Shai is still slicing through defenses with the same silky penetration that made him a star, absorbing contact that looks like bait but is really just an artist sculpting space. His footwork is jagged and unpredictable, moving on a rhythm defenders can't match. And his balance is so controlled that opponents can't speed him up, rush him, or force him off script. He decides where he goes, when he goes, and how the possession ends. What makes him terrifying this season is the new weapon he's added. The pull-up jumper that has erased the last defensive plan teams used against him. He doesn't need to fire threes like a high-volume shooter. He just needs to hit enough of them to force defenses to panic, and hitting them at nearly 40% has changed everything. Teams can no longer duck under screens. They have to guard him higher, bite on fakes, and open driving lanes he punishes immediately. It's why he can average over 30 points while barely having to step foot on the court in fourth quarters. The game is often over long before the final period arrives. What has elevated him to true MVP territory isn't only the scoring, though. It's the playmaking leap. Last season, he reacted to what defenses gave him. This season, he's orchestrating where defenders go. He sees rotations early, attacks weak spots before they open, and throws passes he wouldn't have considered a year ago. Every skip, every bounce read, and every timing window is calculated. And the most revealing evidence of his value is how quickly Oklahoma City's flow collapses when he sits. The shot creation dries up, the rhythm stalls, and the entire structure dips because he is the engine. Without Jalen Williams active, the reliance becomes even more glaring. Yet somehow, despite the absences, the Thunder keep winning. 'Cause Shai is ending games before they truly begin, and now he doesn't have to do it alone. The team around him isn't just improving, they're evolving into something frightening. Chet Holmgren, one of the best defensive players in the league last season, has added layers to his game that no one could have predicted this quickly. His rim protection and mobility still anchor the top defense in basketball. But it's his offensive leap that has cracked the league open. His mid-range jumper is smooth and decisive. His pump fake into a soft floater is becoming a signature move. And his willingness to hunt mismatches has given Oklahoma City a pressure release they didn't have a season ago. This isn't just a 7-footer hitting spot-up threes. This is a 3-level scorer who plays with confidence, patience, and elite efficiency, shooting over 70% true shooting while averaging close to 20 points. It's one of the most efficient seasons ever by a big man, and it changes everything. Shai no longer needs to detonate every night. The bench doesn't need to shoot the lights out. The Thunder finally have a stable offensive backbone, while their offense has reached new heights. Their defense has crossed into historic territory. They've missed Jalen Williams for the entire season so far, lost Lou Dort for multiple games, watched Alex Caruso sit out, and even missed stretches from Holmgren himself. Those are 4 of their 5 best defenders. And still, they lead the NBA with the #1 defensive rating, improving on last year's elite mark by nearly 4 points. They suffocated Luka Doncic, one of the greatest offensive engines in decades, holding him under 20 points and forcing him into one of the worst efficiency nights of his career. Their defenders move like they're connected by invisible wires. They blitz and recover, switch and rotate, hedge and funnel drives into Holmgren's reach with mechanical precision. And they did this without Lou Dort, as their best option against Luka. Rookie Cason Wallace stepped into the challenge, playing with the physicality and determination of a veteran stopper. Oklahoma City turned Doncic, a walking mismatch, into someone searching for daylight. That is unheard of dominance. Then there's a Jay Mitchell, the unexpected revelation. A second-year guard who barely played last season is suddenly one of the most important pieces on the best team in the league. His averages don't tell the story. It's the poise, the pace, the intelligence. He plays like a miniature Jalen Brunson, patient and deliberate, always a step ahead. He reads defenses with a clarity you don't expect from a young guard. His impact is so significant that Oklahoma City is 10 points better defensively per 100 possessions when he's on the floor. An astonishing number for a bench player on an elite defensive team. He may not start, but he stabilizes everything. The Thunder have opened the season 12-1. Despite constant injuries and rotation shuffling, their only loss came on a night when half the roster was sidelined. When they get healthy, the ceiling becomes something the league hasn't seen from a young team in years. Shai at the peak of his powers, a top-tier defensive center, 4 elite perimeter defenders, multiple creators, and a bench that could start for weaker teams. They look like an NBA 2K super team generated on accident. They won 68 games last season while being inconsistent and young. Now, they are better across the board. 70 wins isn't guaranteed, but it's not impossible. And the championship aspirations are real. They've grown from a promising young team into a ruthless, disciplined, and complete contender. The question now is simple. Who can stop them when it matters? And as the season unfolds, the answer will shape the entire NBA landscape. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Oklahoma City's rise, share your thoughts below. Can anyone stop this team when they're healthy? Is Shai the unquestioned best guard in the world? Let me know what you think. And if you love stories that break down the game from every angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new breakdown.